God's timing is perfect. Don't give up. Stand firm. The battle is not over yet. Recently, the Lord pointed out to me how impatient our society, myself included, has become. In our fast food, drive-through, quick-fix modern world, people have become increasingly edgy, with drivers cutting each other off as they race from appointment to appointment. Road rage incidents have increased tenfold. People don't take time to carefully listen to someone else's viewpoint. As they talk over each other, they easily become triggered to engage in a shouting match. Everything in our modern world has become fast-paced. Drivers race towards a red light only to heavily step on their brakes. Where movie cameras used to focus on an actor's face for a straight 40 seconds, we now easily have 50 images flying past our eyes in less than 30 seconds. And with our adrenal glands working overtime and fast-paced, gory video games desensitizing its players towards violence, people have also become much more aggressive. Thinking of the US election and its questionable outcome, many Christians, with the encouragement of prophetic voices, impatiently waited for God to step in and stop the steal. When he did not, they hung their heads and walked away disillusioned. Some even began to throw stones at the prophets for seemingly having misled and spreading false hope. Let me assure you, Donald Trump did win the election, just as prophesied. Of course, we all would have liked to see God's mighty hand of justice coming down immediately. The Lord knows our hearts and also our weaknesses, and he still loves us. As I have written in my book, Awakening the Sleeping Giant, waiting patiently on the Lord with quiet contentment, allowing God's plans to unfold in his timing, seems to be one of our greatest challenges. As the dust of the election turmoil settles, people will eventually be able to see clearly what really took place. Waiting for the truth to come out, as it always does, and with a legitimate president out of the picture so he cannot be falsely accused in any way, what we need now is patience. After pointing out to me how impatient our society has become, the Lord asked me if I know what the first item on the list of the qualities of love found in 1 Corinthians 13:4 is. Love is patient. Listing it first, God obviously foreknew our struggle with patience. But rest assured, God has not overheard the cries of millions of babies sacrificed to the gods of self and choice, Baal and Molech. He's a God of righteousness. This battle is a spiritual battle and must be won in the spirit first before we will see any manifestations in the natural. We must remember that only spirit can fight spirit. We do not fight with swords, but with prayer, repentance, and worship. On one occasion, the prophet Daniel prayed for 21 days before the answer finally arrived. The Lord is patiently working in us to grow and mature us, because you know that the testing of your faith produces perseverance. James 1:3. God has a plan, and his ways and thoughts are much higher than ours. Let us continue in prayer, knowing that he hears us and that his timing is perfect. Truth always prevails. Isaiah 55:8 and 9. For my thoughts are not your thoughts, neither are your ways my ways, declares the Lord. For as the heavens are higher than the earth, so my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts than your thoughts.